What if I told you? The girl who made Wednesday Addams go viral, the one who Gen Z calls a queen, is quietly becoming a threat to Hollywood's oldest traditions. Because while the world is falling in love with Jenna Ortega's bold attitude, behind the cameras, behind the interviews, and behind the fake smiles, Hollywood insiders are starting to push back. They're not celebrating her rise. They're questioning it, undermining it, and, some say, quietly hoping for her downfall. But why? Before we dive deep into why Jenna Ortega is making so many people in Hollywood uncomfortable, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Because on this channel, we don't just report celebrity news. We tell the stories that no one else dares to touch. Now let's talk about the quiet war Hollywood is waging on Jenna Ortega. Jenna Ortega's rise wasn't supposed to happen like this. She didn't come from a powerful family. She didn't start with billion-dollar blockbusters. She was just another young actress, doing guest roles, voiceovers, indie films. Until Wednesday. One role, one viral dance, one moment, and everything changed. Suddenly, the world couldn't stop watching her. Millions of followers overnight. Magazines, brand deals, red carpets. Everyone wanted a piece of Jenna. Except, not everyone was clapping. Because Hollywood loves a success story, but only when they control it. And Jenna Ortega was rising without permission. You see, there's a blueprint in Hollywood for how young actresses are supposed to behave. Be charming. Be agreeable. Don't question scripts. Smile in every interview. Let the PR team do the talking. But Jenna, she broke that blueprint into pieces. She changed lines in Wednesday without asking. She openly criticized parts of the show. She told the world, I had to put my foot down. Some of the material didn't make sense for my character. So I made changes. In any other industry, that's called integrity. In Hollywood, it's called being difficult. And once that label sticks, it spreads like wildfire. Behind closed doors, studio executives started whispering. Writers felt disrespected. Producers complained. And suddenly, headlines appeared. Jenna Ortega is hard to work with. Jenna Ortega sparks controversy on set. Is Jenna Ortega out of control? It's a familiar pattern. Remember Megan Fox? Outspoken. Honest. Brilliant. They called her crazy and ungrateful. Lindsay Lohan. Labeled troubled the moment she pushed back. Even Britney Spears. In Hollywood, when women refuse to play by the rules, they don't get applause. They get punished. And yet, Jenna didn't back down. In fact, she leaned into it. She gave blunt interviews. She talked openly about anxiety and burnout. She refused to do fake Hollywood niceties. She showed up in goth dresses, spoke her truth, and kept her sarcasm intact. That made her even more dangerous. Because she was still rising, without playing the game. The system couldn't believe it. This girl wasn't following the script, and still winning. How? The answer is what really scares them. Jenna Ortega didn't rise because of Hollywood. She rose because of us. TikTok made her viral. Memes made her relatable. Young fans, especially girls, saw themselves in her awkward confidence and sharp honesty. They didn't care about how she should behave. They just wanted someone who felt real. And that's what terrifies the old gatekeepers. Because if the audience can crown a star without their permission, then their power is fading. Jenna represents a new kind of celebrity, built by the people, not the studios. And Hollywood, they don't like losing control. Then there's the matter of her identity. Jenna Ortega is Latina, young, unapologetic, and that combination doesn't fit easily into the boxes Hollywood has built for decades. They want Latina actresses to play one of three roles: the maid, the spicy girlfriend, the funny best friend. Jenna didn't accept any of those. She's leading shows. She's playing gothic icons. She's rewriting what it means to be a mainstream star. But here's the twist. When someone
killed that bitch in the blue with her
the
own
industry
chains.
tries to box them out. Quietly, subtly, strategically. It starts with headlines about difficult behavior. Then comes the flood of think pieces. Has Jenna Ortega gone too far? Fans are turning on Jenna. Is Jenna Ortega being overexposed? And then, the job offers start slowing down. The red carpets get colder. The media narrative shifts. It's not loud. It's not public. But it's real. It's a process Hollywood has used for decades. Build them up, then tear them down. And right now, Jenna's at the tipping point. But here's the twist. She knows it. She's not naive. She's spoken about fame's double edge. She said, I think people forget that behind the scenes, we're human. It's easy to put someone on a pedestal, but that's dangerous. She's aware of how quickly public love can turn into judgment. But she's not playing scared. That makes her even more powerful. And even more of a threat, because when someone is both self-aware and fearless, there's no way to control them. And when you can't control someone in Hollywood, you try to silence them. So what happens now? Jenna Ortega stands at a crossroads. On one side, the system wants her to fall in line. Be quiet, play nice, make the roles, say the lines, smile for the cameras. On the other side, she could keep doing what she's doing, speaking out, standing up for her art, protecting her integrity, and risk becoming Hollywood's next blacklisted name. But here's the catch. She might not need them at all. With millions of loyal fans, a voice that resonates globally, and a brand built on truth, not polish, Jenna Ortega could become the first true Gen Z icon. To survive and thrive without the old Hollywood system. That's not just rare, that's revolutionary. So maybe the real question isn't, why does Hollywood secretly hate Jenna Ortega? Maybe it's this. Why does Jenna Ortega make them so afraid? Because she represents something bigger than herself. She's not just a breakout star. She's a mirror, showing us what happens when someone refuses to shrink. She's a threat, a symbol, a spark. And no matter how loud the whispers get, she's still rising, and she's just getting started.